That music always pumps me up. Let's do this. Welcome to Scandell Cards and Comics. I'm Stephen Candell, and today we're going to be opening up a really large box of graded Marvel cards. And this is my biggest submission I've ever sent. I've never sent over 80 cards anywhere. So I'm just getting my camera ready here. And then we're going to get started. I know it's Sunday. I know there's not going to, it's not exactly a prime time of the day to kind of be doing a stream like this, but got to work around my schedule. So let's just get this going here. Great. Mount the camera, and away we go. Let's get the headphones working. Hope that everybody's having a good weekend. It's been really fun with the Fleer Avengers set coming out. A lot of people getting some really great hits. Let's see here. I think I'd be more tech savvy by now, wouldn't you? Bluetooth. Got it. Bingo. Echo is gone. Fantastic. Okay, back to the stream. I don't exactly think these things through sometimes. Sometimes I just think, let's turn on the camera and go. But look, check out this box. Oh, this is huge. Filled with graded Marvel cards. Let me turn off YouTube too. Let's see. What am I doing? Wrong. Good. You guys can see through the cam. Change the camera. Bingo. Bingo. See what kind of comments we got. Hey, we got 8 people watching. That's pretty good for me on a Sunday morning. Afternoon, whatever. Maniac Mark says, I have a combo headed back to me as well. Only 60-ish, but still looking forward to it. Nice. Alonzo, welcome. Dot Cube, welcome. Let's go. Smash Swish Rips, the usual guys. Smash that like, y'all. Thank you. What you got, man? My boy got that fire. Indeed. Here we go. You guys are just all, you're my hype man. You're hyping it up. I feel like I'm getting more echo than usual, though. One sec. Testing. Perfect. Okay, echo's gone. Let's do this. Ooh, we're gonna do PSA first, guys. Then we'll do the CGC. We all know what happened when I did my, I got my smaller CGC submission back with the with the greens and the purples and the one of a kinds, and I feel like I got kind of a salty grader. But I think the PSA, with the PSA ones, we got a lot to look at. These just came back. Same card. Here we go. How do I do full screen? Let's do full screen today. Like that? No, that sucks. Full screen like that? But then where am I? Let's see. Let's get that on there. I swear there's a way to do full screen. Man, I'm just having a rough day today. There we go. Technically, whatever. We'll just do it like this. Yeah, we got a PSA 9. Fantastic card. Back from PSA. There's only 4 on the pop count. And I am not surprised. This card looks fantastic. But you know how it is with card submissions. Sometimes you think you got 9s and you get 7s, and sometimes you think you get 7s and you get 9s. You just don't know. But an 8 and a 9 on 2013 retro in PMGs, those are good grades. 8's very respectable, and 9 is elite, and 10 is a unicorn for PMGs. So let's start out with that. Not bad. So we have as well, I got some bad news. So if you guys remember, I'm trying to get the 2015 Fleer Retro Jambalaya set in a grade 9 or above. And my fellow here did not want to play nice. Thanos did not want to play nice with that plan. Thanos bucked it. He bucked the trend. He came back in 8. So I currently have 2 8s. I have the entire set, all 9s, except 110, which is Red Skull. And I have 1 8 that is Elektra, and now I have another 8, which is Thanos. So the average is still well above 9, but still it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, looks good, right? Nice grade. I didn't think it would be less than that. These don't. I hear people say that these are hard to grade, and I feel like that's actually not true. These get graded with corners in mind, and because they don't have corners, they get an instant 10 on the corner category, which does tend to boost the grade. So Charles says he's got a 2013 red PSA 10. Do you really, Charles? Dang, I do actually need I do need a thing, but I don't need a PSA 10. Oh my gosh. Ugh, that's frustrating though, Charles, right? You get a 10 and it's on thing. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, we got Agent Venom coming back as an 8. And I believe this one was a BGS 8, and it came back as a PSA 8. I thought it looked really nice, so I'm pretty happy about that. That's not bad. Loki, 2013 red, came back an 8 as well. My goal with this set, which I'm trying to rapidly finish up on, is to have 8s or above. But that's very tricky. It's very tricky. I have a lot of 7s. But, I can trade my way up. Swish Rip says, We got a Jambalaya from 2018 X-Men, one of my favorite Jambalayas ever made. Rogue, she's my girl. And there we go. We got a PSA 9 on that. That's a fantastic card. I just really like her face on this one. It's always nice when they take time to make them look good. Not bad, not bad. We got a lot of cards to get through, guys. This is going to be a while. We got Spider-Man 2099 PSA 9 coming back. Love this card. Fantastic. These Jambalayas really pop. They have a great look to them. Look at that sparkle. It looks almost three-dimensional. Three-dimensional, doesn't it? We got Jean Grey. Was an SGC 9. She was an SGC 9, and now she is a PSA 8, which is pretty predictable. I actually thought this one had a very good chance of becoming back a 9. But again, with PSA, honestly, you don't know. I don't know how. That's the little thing on top. Honestly, with PMGs, I'm not very reliable with my grading estimations. I don't see. I get out my magnifying glasses. I look at everything, and I don't see anything. This one has a little bit of a corner. It's not white. It's a little white, but it's kind of just like a edging. The corners itself don't look bad at all. They look great in real life. But this is one of my favorite ones. I was hoping for it to be a 9, but that's okay. We got Iceman coming back. This was a raw card that I bought, and it came back in 8. It came back in 8, which I am actually very surprised by. Why am I surprised? Because right there's a ding. You see that ding right there? About an inch down the card on the left. Look at that little pucker. Man, if that wasn't there, would this have been a 10? Who knows? Who knows? I guess they didn't catch it. It's not that big a deal. It's just really like a little imprint right there. You guys can see it right there. That little pucker. But PSA 8, pretty happy about that. We got Black Cat, Jambalaya, 2017 Fleer Retro, Spider-Man. Really great looking card. Came back predictably a 9. Almost all the ones I've ever submitted of Jambalayas have come back a 9. I do have, this one is actually an extra storm I got. I got it as a good deal on eBay, and it came back a 9. I have 2 of these if anybody's interested in the 2015 Flair Retro Storm Jambalaya. Reach out. Venom. I was very happy to snag this one. This was also a BGS 9. It came back a PSA 9, which I'm really happy about. This card is just absolutely amazing. Really good centering as well. I actually thought this one had a chance to be a 10. It looked fantastic. But you never know. Backing looks good. Anyway, look at that. Love that card. Okay. Swish Rip says that set foil's different. Smooth. Yeah. Here we go. We got 2017 Spider-Gwen Jambalaya, came back in 8. Honestly, I don't see it. I don't understand. The centering seems really good on it, and the edging looks clean. Maybe the back, maybe there's something on the back I didn't catch. The back's a little diagonal, I guess, on the centering, you could say, right? This gap on this side's a little thicker on the other side. Yeah. I don't know. We got Beast 2018 Jambalaya. I love this one. This is one of my favorite cards, actually. I love this rendition of Beast. It looks old, but what I like about it is that he looks like, I don't know, it looks like a really old comic book style. He looks kind of like a really muscular Reed Richards, and with the big feet and the big hands. I just think he looks awesome. This came back as an 8. We got a Carnage 2017. Came back in 8s as well. I got a lot of Jambalaya 8s back, which was surprising. These ones, I'm actually the next few, I'm a little bit eyebrow raising, I guess you could say. A 6. I don't know what is wrong at all with this card. Look at those corners. I mean, should we do my magnification trick? I mean, guys, corners look good. These look like 9 corners to me. For a precious metal gem, these look fantastic. Did you guys see any surface issues? Any surface issues? At all? Look how clean this card is. Centering looks good. The back, let's look at the back. Maybe it's all on the back. I don't know how you can drop 4 grades on the back. But let's see. Back looks good. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Charles, I'm just gonna leave that up there because I mean, honestly, yeah, this one's crazy. I don't see it at all. Like, what do they want a 10 to look like? How on earth is there 4 grades difference between this and a 10? Ridiculous. There's a lot of talk about pop count control, and sometimes I wonder if they have like quotas. Yeah, they spelled 9 upside down. That's exactly right. Here's another one. This one came back a 7. Same grader. And honestly, these, I've seen chewed up PMGs. I've seen a few chewed up PMGs that are graded that are 8s and 9s. Like chewed up corners. Big old white chips, dinged corners. And they get 8s and 9s. And look at this submission. Look at this storm. Like, I bought this card and this one, these 2, because I looked at them and I thought, okay, those are clean. Those are clean. A 7. Now the rest of these are actually pretty. These I do see issues with. So this 7 for Dr. Doom. It's got a really good soft corner right there. You see that? 2 soft corners. The top 2 corners are soft. Somehow these are both 7s. This one has soft corners. Crockpot says I got effed on those. Makes no sense. The grader must have those cards and graded them down. Crazy because they look sharp and clean. Yeah, it's true. But you know, whatever. We got Emma Frost, and she came back a 6. I think this one looks like a 7 to me. Maybe, you know, I see some whites on the corners there. I don't see what they see a lot of the time. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. Another 6, Galactus. So we're after these PSA cards, we're going to look at some CGC cards, quite a few. So we got to keep going. CGC Galactus. Again, this is my personal collection. I'm trying to set the entire red collection. I have all of them, all the hard ones to get. So I just need a few stragglers. Like, and again, I get a lot of people trying to, you know, cut me deals on cards that I don't want to spend money. You know, like Green Goblin, Thing, Sabretooth. I need we're pretty much all of the Captain Marvel Girl, kind of all the C-lister characters. This one also to me looks like a really good 7 or 8, and you got a 7. What grade is your 2013 Red Deadpool? Well, I have that in a PSA 9, my friend. I saw you picked one up. Good luck getting a 9. I hope you do. But Charles, I know it's all. Yeah, that card's basically like a pornography card. I'm sorry, it's really like a Playboy card. This case has a little scratch on it. I don't know why. Thanks, PSA. This is another Galactus at a 6. So we got 2 Galactuses. They're both 6s. And again, these grades on these ones, I'm not that surprised by. But here's the thing: like this is what gets me mad, guys. Like, okay, so all of these two here were submitted in their own submission. These two here were submitted in their own submission and got an 8 and a 9. The rest of these PMGs were in one submission, and I get 6s and 7s on all of them. So tell me how human error is not a component to grading, because oh my gosh. This is another one of these. This one's probably, I have this one, I guess, for sale. I don't need the PSA 7 since I have a 9. The grader matters so much, says ThoughtCube. I've experienced the same thing. It's so true, and I am so for computers actually grading cards. I'm so for it, especially when it comes to edges and corners. I want them to be able to just throw this into a scanning bed, have a computer tell them that this has a nine corner, 9 corners. I want every corner to get a grade. Oh, that's a 9, that's a 10, that's an 8, that's a 5 on corners, and then they average them out for a corner grade. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I did standard, by the way, Charles. We got here a 7. Lots of 7s. Cyclops, this one was an SGC 9, and it came back a 7. And this one has some corners. See that? Ding, 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 right there. Ding. Little dings. This one's a solid 6. I would give this a 6, but I can set this up next to some of these others that got 6s, and yeah, pretty eye-opening. But almost done getting that set. It's, you know, I'm getting that set graded just because it's for my PC, and I didn't want to have a bunch of different grading companies all over the cards, so I wanted them all to be PSA. If I were to submit them again, I'd probably do CGC, as you guys know. We've talked about that before. Let's open up the CGCs, and yeah, some of those I'm very pleased with the grades on. I mean, and I try to take out like my hopes and dreams. You know, I try to remove my hopes from the equation. And, you know, I try to give my cards a fair grade. And when I see like white corners and white edges and rough backs, I think, okay, that makes sense. But When I see really clean cards, I want that to be an 8 or a 9 card. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. I have some other friends that use BGS a lot. It's the same thing over there. I had a friend that submitted a large submission to BGS, and he feels like they pretty much just kind of gave him the same grade on every card just to get it done. Here we go. I've never gotten. Oh boy, we got 2 box chambers within the box, guys. This just came off. I was actually at church, and I got my Ring doorbell kind of notified me someone was dropping off a package, and I stood up in the middle of church and I ran home to meet the FedEx guy. I actually had to drive down the road and catch him and say, "Hey," I was out of breath. "Hey, you went to my house. I didn't answer the door. Here I am. All right." Man, this box is huge. Let's look at this thing. Get my desk a little messy, so don't judge. This box is huge. Ooh, whoosh. Holy cow. This is one of 2 boxes, guys. This is huge. Stacking 9, ridiculous. As annoying as it is, I'd be tempted to crack them again. I'm not cracking cards anymore. I'm done with it. Just saying it. I actually I'm gonna if I resubmit, I'm actually gonna send cards I'm gonna just send these and say, "Hey, look at them," and I don't want to crack anything anymore. Look at your numbers count, dude. It's sweet. We got 16 people watching right now. Pretty good on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, these are stacks. Let's do this. I'm really excited to see these things. I did give you guys a sneak peek on my Instagram. Okay, let's do this. This is going to be fun. And again, these slabs are these are so nice. I do have some questions for you guys that have done this before, because I was told that if I got a card that came back at 10, it would give me free subgrades, and that did not happen. Here we go. Start. I'm just randomly starting. We got Black Cat, Dangerous Divas 2011, 8.5. I think that's a fair grade. I sent this one in. I pulled this myself, but the back had kind of a white corner there in the bottom left. And from what I've heard, CGC is a little bit harsher about the back condition than say PSA. Great card, J. Scott Campbell. This is on the cover of Amazing Spider-Man. I have a comic. I can't remember at the moment, but it's a great comic cover. Here we go. We got MJ. Same series, 2011 Rittenhouse. Sultry Seductresses. These 2 came in the same box. I bought a box of cards, opened them, and this one I opened, I think, on my live stream. You guys remember me freaking out. I pulled it. I was really happy. Came back a PSA. Sorry, a CGC 9. Looks great in these slabs, too. Look at that. So clear. We got next. I don't know why I submitted this, just because I was. This card looks different slightly than what I remember sending. Weird. All right. Yeah, this one came back as Silver Surfer 8.5. Maybe it's just in the case, but this side does look a lot narrower than that side than what I remember. 8.5 for this card is not that bad. This one's available if anybody wants it. I actually just submitted it because I wanted to. There's a lot of kind of random little submissions here. These ones, I told you guys, the Star Wars ones, I don't have any experience grading. I didn't know. These were from PC, from when I was a kid, and I just wanted them graded. This one came back CGC 7. This is Princess Leia. This is part of a 6-piece puzzle. Charles says, they need to start making cards like the 92 through 2014 again. I think the world is too woke right now. It's so true. We don't get any good-looking girls on cards anymore. We get a bunch of mom bods like Wasp on the new Flare Ultras Avengers. She looks awful. Wasp is supposed to, she's supposed to be pretty athletic and a bit of a pixie, and not like a big hippie mom bod. We got Chewbacca, 8.5. Actually, that's a really good grade considering how long I've had this card for. I've always loved this card. I always love this stylized Chewbacca face. He's just so cool. Look how cool he looks. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know Star Wars cards. There's not many Star Wars cards in here, guys, so please be patient. 7.5. We got Han Solo, 8.5. Again, these all fit together like a puzzle. Darth Vader as an 8. These boxes are actually relatively reasonable. You can pick them up for about 80 bucks for a box. And you get two. You typically get 2 of these etched foil cards in each box. Sometimes more, but usually typically about 2. Love that card. That era was a really interesting era for Star Wars. You know, like the early 90s was kind of, man, like for kids growing, I couldn't find any other kids that liked to watch them. Like it was kind of like I was a little young for it. And it was hard to find merch. And the Star Wars Galaxy cards, when those came out, was really truly one of the only pieces of Star Wars merchandise that was released. We got Wolverine, Hunters and Stalkers Gold. Flair Ultra X-Men 95, one of the greatest Wolverine cards ever made. You disagree? Fantastic. Came back up 8. I think I have another one of those in here. Yes, I do, right here. This one came back gold. I'm a 9. Not bad. Not bad at all. My 8 is available if anybody's interested in a graded card. That's an 8. I think that's a really decent grade for a card. For these cards, they're very difficult to grade. So, but a 9 is even better. This is fun. These slabs feel great. We got a silver one. Silver came back as a 7. This one I've had since I was young as well, so I'm not surprised. This was in my old card binder. Just wanted to get it graded, and it looks great. Love that card. I think I like the silvers better than the golds. Oh, we got a good one. All right, we got a Jim Lee autograph. 92 X-Men. 9.5. That's an elite grade right there. Holy cow. I missed a 10 by 0.5. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? Holy cow. This is going to be one of my most well presented cards. This is just beautiful. This in this slab looks fantastic. I can't believe this. A 9.5. Yeah, the autographs look amazing in the CGC slabs. Holy cow. Love it. Man, I'm putting that one right into a sleeve. I still haven't gotten my grade back from my PSA Gambit autograph. You guys know I submitted that. I submitted that a long time ago. They are taking their time. I'm hoping it's because they're just trying to decide, is this a 10 or a 10.5? But I sent that to PSA because the Rogue I have is a 10, and I thought I should get those graded in the same company. And this is going to be temporary, and it's it's in a PSA labeled bag down here. Oops, but I'm just going to leave that. That looks so good. We got another autograph here. We got a CGC 9 Magneto. The centering is quite off, so I'm actually surprised by the 9. Good grade though, not bad at all. Elite. That's an elite one. These cards are so sick. PSA bag for CG's Nike socks and Adidas shoes. I know. I hear ya. There are cards I've sold that I refuse to look at at their current values. Yeah. Nope. Here we go. We got. Look at this. This is a good grade. Holy cow. A red Black Cat Spider-Man medal. Upper Deck number 110. This is the high series. I think these cards just look so good in these CGC slabs. I am CGC all the way from here on out. And even though I had a really rough time with the graders on my purple Carnage and my greens, but I have to hope that that was just a weird fluky grader that is somewhat inexperienced. I'm just going to keep going with these because the slabs just look so good. Great card. Holy cow. Very happy to have that as a 9. And here's the same card, but as an 8. So this one's probably available. I don't need to have 2 of them. This one, yeah, has a little bit of corner, a little bit of non-perfection here and there. Still looks really great though. So if anybody's interested, we got this is one of my how I pulled 4 red PMGs in one box of 2022 Spider-Man metal. This is one of those cards that I pulled. Came back a 9. So it's really great to have these 2 Spider-Man girlfriends. These are kind of like sister cards in my opinion. Look at these. Look at that. That looks so good. Great. 9s on both. Very happy. Holy cow. Well done. Well done, me. We got a Silk Red coming back as a 8.5. And my greens of her look better than this, and they came back a 7. So, whatever. Look at that. Gotten the Spider-Man girls. But never fear, that 8.5 is slightly bettered by this 9. We got a 9. So we got 3 Spider-Man girls that came back as 9s. Look at these. Silk. All high series. The high series girls coming back as 9s. That looks pretty awesome. I'm probably going to present those together. Those look good. Let's see here. Charles. Okay. What are your thoughts in EA? What's your thoughts in EA? Swish, that was so long ago in an old binder I used to have a Lost Ink. But now I'm looking to get back into which boxes are good to go after, if anyone knows or has tips. Oh, Melodope, it's tricky. Finding a sealed product right now is pretty tricky. What's your thoughts on eBay's? Brian, you don't know, if you look at some of my older videos, you're going to see that eBay screwed up. I was one of I had an early complaint form. I had to talk to a lot of different people and managers at eBay because I submitted a Scarlet Witch. I bought a Scarlet Witch on eBay and it slipped out of the sleeve in shipping, and they didn't want to take responsibility for that. It was ridiculous. So I think it's healthy to have an authenticity service. I do think that to me it feels like they just get in the way. I don't know why they're needed. Trip 9s. We got quad 9s, Charles. Quad 9s. The Spider-Man girls are getting 9s today. Look at that. What a great card. That's a great card. We got, the high series Spider-Woman coming back as an 8.5. Not bad. We have SPDR coming back as an 8.5. Swish Rip says, that's Spider-Woman. My goodness. Yes, this one's nice. SPDR, that one's available. I have a lot of these are actually for sale. If anybody's interested, I'm going to be posting them. Some of them are for PC. Some of them I just wanted to get graded because I wanted to do a big bulk submission. Anya Corazon, 8.5, great grade. PMGs in the 8s and 9s, guys. That's where you want to be. We got Ironheart as a 9. Ironheart as a 9. We have Daredevil as a 9. Great looking card. That's an elite grade too. Love it. That's number 126 out of 100. So the trick is actually finding sealed boxes. Yes, that's the trick, Melodope. It's tricky. It's a tricky. This is another one of my cards that was in my 4 red PMG magic box, the miracle box. This one came back in 8.5. Not bad. I love this. This is actually a really sick looking card, right? If you're a Vulture fan, you know, that's a pretty cool. We got Spider-Man. Um, Grandiose 9. I don't know if that's a good grade for these, or I don't know how hard these are to grade. I thought mine looked like it was in really good condition, so I went for it. Looks good to me. 9's nice. 9's are nice. We got Psylocke foil board, Marvel Annual, coming back as a 9. Great grade for Marvel Annual. Marvel Annual is not an elite, is not a high quality product. The cardboard is relatively cheap compared to other products. Very thin cards, badly miscentered most of the time. Getting a Psylocke in a 9 is sick. I do like when the serial numbers are on the front of the card. This is 27 out of 49. That's a PC card for me. Anything classic X-Men is typically PC. Oh, I love this card. I'm so happy I got this finally. This one took me a while to track down. It finally popped up on Con C. This is from 2019. 2019 Marvel Annual, which was the premiere year of Black Cat's new series, comic book series. All the covers drawn by J. Scott Campbell. This was the cover for number 3 or 2 of the Black Cat series. She's hanging upside down doing a jewelry heist. On the comic book, there's a bunch of guards below. Great card. Again, very pleased with a 9. This one most likely would have gotten a 10 if that centering was a little better. We got Magic Marvel Beginnings. Marvel Beginnings Magic. This is the only Marvel Beginnings card I submitted so far, and it came back as a 9. Great. That's a great grade. Look at the holograph. A lot of people ask me, why am I collecting these? The hologramming is just so fun. I know it's just like generic logo holograms, but I just think they look really nice. They look good. We got Agent Venom autographed by Marco Cicchetto, and really good looking card. This one's probably in my for sale list just because I don't really collect autographs typically. But yeah, PSA 9, 2015 Marvel Retro. Here's another one to go with that. Another, this one's by Perez. I think Ramon Perez. CGC 9. Great looking card. We got Captain America, non-autograph. They didn't get this one autographed in the set. This was a non-autograph card. So there was only just the static version, the base 90 retro homage. This came back in 9.5. Look at that. Look at that. Good looking card, good looking grade. Has a bit of an Alex Ross vibe to me. Spider-Man, non-autographed, 9.5. Clear retro. Look at that. That's a good grade. Holy cow. Very happy about that. I think we're getting close to one of the few 10s that I got. Here we go. Here it comes. We got Black Widow, same series, 2015. Gem Mint, 9.5. Got this on eBay for $20. Very happy about that. We got Wolverine autographed by, I could never remember his name, Jim Chung. 9.5. Look at that. That's a pretty great grade. So this is one of the few sets. This is one of the few sets that I have that I'm going after. You know, I try to. I'm a insert collector, and I only need one more. If anybody out there has a 2015 autograph of the 1990 Marvel Universe Star-Lord, that's what I'm looking for. It's the last one I need. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the magic. I already peeked this one. I haven't held this before, but I did give you guys a preview of this. This is a pristine 10 autographed by F. or Francis Tsai. It looks like a B, but it's actually a TSAI. Holy cow. And again, I had never held a 10 before. And I don't know if there's been a lot of good photography over the 10s yet on on YouTube, but I have to say this is. I think this would have been a really great idea for them to make that like a foil, a gold foil 10, a gold foil, but it's a bit of like a mustard. It's a bit of a mustard color. I thought it was. I thought all the photos looked mustardy and not gold foil like gold leaf. But I thought to myself, that can't be that. Why would they do that? And yeah, sure enough, that's exactly what happened. They didn't make that like a nice gold foil. They kind of just went with like a dark yellow. I don't know how I like that. I think that if that was just a black 10, I would like that better than this weird mustard yellow, but whatever. It's a great card. This card cracks me up. Look at Spider-Man, how underneath there. He's just like, oh my gosh, look at his eyes. So funny. It's a really funny card. Very funny. Yeah, Swish Rips agreed. They could have blinged it out a bit. Yes, this is my set. Okay, this out of all the cards I got graded. This is one that I would not have wanted it to come back at 10. I mean, what I mean to say is, of all the cards, this would have been my last choice to come back as a 10. But there it is, perfect Loki, autographed by Jenny Friesen or Frizone. The effeminate Loki. Looks a little bit like a emo girl. Sorry, Loki. This one, George Perez autograph, I believe. Am I wrong? Of course, it's George Perez. 9.5. His autograph is sick as well with gold pen. This card is so good. This card is so good. If you guys need to run and find this one before it becomes unobtainium, this one is so good. Why is George Perez significant? Anybody know? Just a little pop quiz question. Why is this card being drawn by George Perez significant? That's my question. We'll come back with an answer later. I have another of that same card. This one will be available. It's an 8.5. Let's compare the autographs out of. Isn't that always fun? George Perez did pass away. Yes. Well, it's mostly just his significance as a Marvel card artist is. But yes, the fact that he passed away is also another reason. These grade very well. I got 9.5s on so many of these. And this is another autograph card signed by Izad Ribic. Great looking Thor. Love it. Magneto, same thing. Again, you guys are, again, this is a broken record, but these things grade well. Look at these 9.5s up the wazoo. Exactly. He's a Fantastic Four. George Perez is a Fantastic Four and Avengers guy. Yeah, this 9.5s. We're almost done with this first box here. We got Daredevil as a 9. Autographed by Chris Somney. It says right there too. Whoever drew it right there. I'm just being dumb. All right, we got Hulk 9.5 Hulk Smash. Look at that. These look so good, guys. Oh my gosh, look at these. This whole collection. Look how good these look. These things are gonna look so good just side by side. I cannot believe it. These cases are just so amazing. We got Spider-Man, Patrick Scherberger. This one would have been good to get as a 9.5. It came back in 9. That's okay. I still like it. Yeah. Captain Marvel also came back in 9. Same series. Very nice. We got Doctor Strange, though, by Brandon Peterson. Great artist. Great Doctor Strange. Came back in 9.5. Almost done with the first box. Black Panther came back in 9 by Dave Wilkins. Love it. And again, I only need the Star-Lord. If anybody else has the Star-Lord, please reach out to me. We can make a trade. Gary Chu, autograph, 9 for Iron Man. Love the black Iron Man suit. I like how Oh, this one's sick. This one pack pulled on my stream. 9.5, guys. Look at that. J. Scott Campbell, one of the best comic book covers that he's ever drawn. 9.5. That's crazy. Charles says he needs a PSA 10 autograph of the 2015 Star-Lord for the PC. Do you really need a PSA 10, Charles? What do you mean by that? You need that? Like you have others as a PSA 10? Okay, you guys, double mint gum time. Here we go. 9.5s. Look at that. Double mint gum. I can show that black cat to Swami. Look at that. Holy cow. I'm just going to slip these back into the case here, guys. So give me a few minutes. We can just kind of, I'll have you guys entertain yourselves while I'm just slipping these back into this box. I just don't want to leave a bunch of stacked slabs on my desk. I got to say, this accordion system they have here for packaging is pretty awesome. Honestly, I think these would be really safe in the closet just in this box. The other half of the submission should be a lot of 2022 Spider-Man metal, if I recall. I might be wrong. Just going to throw these in. Ooh, halfway done putting them back. My wrist is hurting. This is taking a while. I'm going to keep the magic out. The magic is happening. Love it. Lots of PMGs. Now's a really good time to submit Marvel Cards guides to CGC because they, they're in a little bit of a dip, I think, and that does make it so their grading them's cheaper because you can get a lot of great caliber cards graded at not elite expensive prices. The grading companies aren't going to gouge you because the cards aren't worth thousands of dollars. They're worth like this Daredevil 9. In today's market, it's probably a $200 card. I wouldn't sell it for $200, but those are the comps. Almost done. Almost done. Whew. We got, and I'm going to keep this one out as well because that's my new favorite card. How long did CGC take? Good question, Charles. The submission actually took quite a while to get back to me. I would say it probably took about a month, and it's probably about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I'd have to look back at my channel to see when I submitted. Okay. That box is not light. Box number 2. Box number 2. Charles, are you getting any Flair Avengers? Are you stacking your money, or are you worrying about the crypto situation with the banks? Charles just sent like 40 to PSA. Got to send some to CGC this week. I'm glad to hear that, Charles. CGC, man, these cards just look so good. Okay, so this one's not a full box. That's sad. But let's do this. Wait. We got Wolverine autograph 2015. I think I pack pulled this one myself, if I recall. Let me just hide that. And this one came back a 9. Autographed by Mahmoud Asrar. We got Iron Man, same situation. PSA 9. I mean, CGC 9. I keep saying PSA. Sorry, guys. Old habits. Stormtroopers. Came back in 8. This is from Star Wars Galaxy number 2. The first, so this is 2 separate puzzles. So from Star Wars Galaxy Series 1, it was all the heroes, a 6-piece hero puzzle of inserts. And in Star Wars Galaxy 2, it was all villains. So you have, well, the first one had Darth Vader, but besides him, so it's heroes and Darth Vader. The second one was like the Emperor, Stormtroopers, Jabba the Hutt, Boba Fett, the Rancor, um, just all the baddies. Grand Admiral, Grand Moff Tarkin. Um, yeah, so you can see here. Here's another one from that. These are all again from my childhood collection. So wanted to get them graded up. And oh, we got our first Spider-Man medal. In this box, we got a 9 on Spider-Man 2099. That's a great grade. These oranges are rough. I'm sorry, but these oranges are just hard. My old stuff never worries about crypto. Sold lots last year and now buying for the next 14 months. Yeah, the dip. It's true. I'd try and work out a trade with you for the Daredevil if you're interested. I am interested, to be honest, Vintage Lord. I totally am interested with that. I know you love Daredevil. Yeah, these oranges are rough. They're hard to get good grades on. They're hard to get clean edges on. I feel like it was pretty hard. We got another orange, Winter Soldier, 9 out of 25. Out of 25. I do like that there's a lot more Winter Soldier cards coming out. I think it's Flare Avengers, Flare Ultra Avengers has a lot of cool Bucky Barnes cards. We got a turquoise high series 8. We have a pink 8. We got a red 9. Boom. I have to admit, on my red hunting on this set, I was very particular about corners and edges, and on the PMGs especially. We got a neon green high series. This would be a what do you call it? A redemption card on EPAC. Came back a 7. These cards, I don't know what's wrong with this card, to be honest. I do not. I don't understand. Let's check the back. Maybe the back is just all scarred up. Nope. All right, whatever. No idea. No idea. I submitted a gold as well, just because I wanted to rainbow this one. It's an 8. And here's a Spider-Punk orange, 8.5. Got some questions here. Let me catch up with questions. Scandal cards and comics. You got to check out that Star Wars Galaxy set. Lots of awesome art, refractors, and rare numbered cards. Which set in particular? The sets that these inserts are from, or a newer set? Scandal, are you planning to open up any more Flare Ultra Avengers? I am planning on opening up more physical. I have 6 boxes coming from David Adams, and I have 1 box from my local comic book shop I got to pick up next week. I have to say, though, besides that, I think I'm out. Now, when I say I'm out, it means I'm out on the box rip hunt. I don't think there's too many inserts, guys. And I mean that a bit. What I'm basically saying is that particular game at the casino is you are not going to win. The odds are against you. There's too many inserts. Even if you get a great insert, you're going to get a mediocre character. If you try to line up all of that stuff, by the time you get the right insert with the right character and the right condition on the card, that's it's just too hard to get for all those things to line up. So I'm going to probably just try to spot purchase cards that I want off of eBay or ComC. Folks, dig these because they match their comic collection. I get that. Do you think the custom graphic labels for books might ever be an option for cards? Oh, yes. So in comics, you can get up here some type of a little bit of visual flair. They'll add like they do kind of limited edition labels for CGC. So he's referring to the fact that CGC also does, they do comics. They have a lot of grading experience with comics, and this is their new thing into cards. And in the comics, they do a lot of custom labels. I don't know if these have a lot of room for that, to be honest. Swish. I think it's a little hard to fit some artwork up there. Not impossible, but definitely hard. You have to make them read. You know, I want to be able to read what they say. So the most recent 2022, I have not purchased those. Stacking. Do you think I should? Should I get into those? I'm actually stacking 9mm. I'm curious. We got a foil board Scarlet Witch, personal collection. Typically, I love collecting Scarlet Witch. I collect a lot of Scarlet Witch, Spider Gwen, Psylocke, Rogue, a lot of girls, typically, and Wolverine. He's kind of my add-on. This is a Scarlet Witch Marvel Universe 2014 limited edition to 50. This is number 2. Great looking card, great grade. We got neon light effects yellow. This is from the blaster boxes. Came back as a 9. We got a gold 9. Same thing. Grandiose Spider-Man 8.5. A lot of these are available if anybody's interested. This one I just threw in as a fluke. Thought it looked decent. It wasn't. And it got a 9. I thought the centering looked fantastic on it. I think maybe it could be a little off color. You can see it's a little yellow maybe. That might be what held it back a bit, which is very, very typical for that breed of cardstock. A faint full graphic might look cool if, as you say, it's eligible, right? I think it's worth checking them out for sure. Lots of amazing art, rare numbered cards, amazing looking refractors, and game cover cards. I'm in. I'll get a box. That sounds fun. I got 8.5 on this turquoise silk. Nice ruby color match to the Scarlet Witch. Love that. Yeah, thanks. That one's really great. We got a yellow blaster box silk 9. We got an orange 8.5. I think I have two orange 8.5s now on that card. This is the neon green high series. This one was hard to get. This is a redemption card. You had to turn in 100 digital cards of this card to get this. Actually, you'd have to turn in 10. For 10 of these, you would, for 10 base cards, you'd get the neon blue. For 10 neon blues, you'd get the neon green. So it's basically 100 digital cards. Charles, I want to go, and I'm hoping actually, do you want to go with me, bud? I'm thinking we do Dallas in May. Let me know if your schedule's going to allow that. I'll be in Vegas also for the Taylor Swift show in 2 weeks. So if you're around, I'd love to see you. Yeah, that's right, Taylor Swift. I have a 20-year-old daughter, and my whole family, we're going to Taylor Swift. So she bops. We got 8.5 neon green. Yeah, I think these neon greens are very difficult to get good grades on, to be honest. But turquoise 9, great card. Look at that. Charles says, I'm thinking the National. All right, Charles, I'm in. Let's do it. I'll go with you. I'd love to go with you, honestly. I've never been, so if you haven't or you haven't, either way, we'll have a good time. Let's do it. Spider-Punk 8.5. I wish that was a 9, to be honest, but that's okay. I love that card. Spider-Man 2099. I would love this to be a 9. I cannot remember what I got. It's a 9. This card actually, guys, I think is going to be extremely, extremely valuable. Why? Mostly because his role on the next Spider-Verse film is going to be huge and important. And the way that this character is set up in the film is a bit of an anti-hero, meaning that everybody thinks he's the bad guy. All the other Spider-Men think that he has it wrong, that he's a radical. And he's not a radical. He's the only one that actually knows what's going on. And so the whole movie is about him kind of being presented a little bit as an outsider and being proven right. OBD Neon green achievements are underappreciated on the market. I definitely agree with that. Here's another one of Spider-Man 2099. We got an 8.5 on this one. Oh, and this one's cool because this was also one of my 4 cards that was in my magic box. So that magic box, for those of you that remember, you can go back on my channel, or actually it's on Neo's channel. I opened it on Neo's channel. Go back on Neo's channel and watch the box rip. He even did a little special segment. And I got this one, Spider-Man 2099, Mary Jane, Sandman, and the Vulture, all red PMGs. Hawkeye, red PMG, his first PMG, 8.5. Not bad. We got one more card, guys, then we're done. We got, actually, we're not. I got a few pickups I want to show you as well. Here's the last one that came in my magic box, 8.5. And I think that makes it so 3 of them came back as 9s and one came back in 8.5. So again, you can kind of see that I got a lot of good grades on my PMGs. I got a lot of 8s and 9s and 9.5s on these. And you compare that to the other submission I sent to CGC of PMGs, reds, greens. I was getting 6s and 7s. So the grader makes all the difference in the world, and it's ridiculous. Drives me nuts. I hate that about it, to be honest. I think it's just garbage. It's just a waste of time. Did we apply any beard dye? Hey, yeah. Do you guys notice that? I darkened my beard. Oh, I can't see it through the mic. A little bit younger. Took off 10 years, maybe. Who knows? I'm only 44, so I don't want to look like I'm 60. And my beard decided to go. It's going white fast. 4 kids will do that. But again, this is I think this is one of the best cards I got graded. I want to show this one again. Look at how cool that is. It's got the stamp, obviously. It's got the great silver auto, pack pulled, and it's the promo. I mean, that's a sick card. Holy cow. All right, I want to show you some other stuff here, guys, before we go. Before we go, let's look at, these. Yeah, I picked up some new Marvel Beginnings. I showed some of them already, but I'm just going to breeze through these number 2s. We got Aurora, Hope, PSA 8, Colossus, Psylocke, X-23, Professor X, Storm, Thunderbird, Jubilee, Cable, and Bishop. I really would love to find a Gambit, Rogue, Cyclops, Jean Grey, or Wolverine. So if anybody has those available and you love any of my other cards, let's talk. I'm willing to negotiate in your favor for those cards just because I want to finish this set out. I want to finish the set. That's my goal. I like to do insert set collections, and that one is on my highest to-do list. I'm a list guy. Wait, what? It's a Jim Lee signed promo? Okay, OBD, let's talk. So, yes, the Jim Lee inserts were typically the promos, the promo cards. Meaning that there's a few ways to identify promo cards. Mostly the best way to identify it is the black trademark symbol next to the Marvel down here. Usually on base cards, that's red. On the promos, it's black. And also the stats are different on his back. And there's a few different spelling, grammatical issues that are different as well. But yeah, the promo card is the autograph insert card typically. That being said, I do have a few that are not that. So again, you guys, I know I show this all the time, but this is my Rogue, for example, which is a PSA 10, gem mint, stamped, Silverado, no promo. No promo. So you see how that one's a red, this one's black. That's the difference. That's the difference. These cards are the best. Look at the backs on these. What in the world? We've regressed, guys. We're chasing shiny stuff, but really, it's not about the shiny stuff. It's just about good good character art and graphic design. All right, like and subscribe. This has been a good hour-long broadcast, hour and 5 minutes. And yeah, if anybody is interested in any of these cards, there's a lot here. Let me know. I'd love to move some of them, just because I'm trying to find certain cards. So let's help each other out. Scandal Cards and Comics. Peace.